Yeah, pardon the wind and noise. We've got a huge storm coming. I just wanted to do a quick, little recap of my video of the Chattanooga paranormal research ghost investigation group. Yeah, they're paranormal research investigation group out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it's a big ass fraud. It's a scam. I mean, they charge for their stuff apparently. The post that I made before this, it was pretty crazy because, as you can see in the video, they had thermal camera pointed at something, and it was like a window, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, wave your hands," and the person lowers their hand right at the ghost, and then the ghost gets up and moves and leaves. But at the bottom frame you can see the heat signature reflecting. Now, when they did this investigation, it was like their entire group of 8 people investigating in a small room. The guy was recording from a doorway looking into the room, and somebody, at first he said it was just them 2 in there, that was it. And then all of a sudden he said that there was 3 of them. And then the guy who manages the Facebook said, "Oh, there was 5 of us." Then they said nobody was sitting down and nobody got up. Then they said somebody did get up, but they were somewhere else, and that it wasn't them. Then they said, "Well, we listened to it, and the noise you heard was not somebody getting up." And then they said, "Well, there was a noise of somebody getting up, but it was before the ghost moved." And then all of a sudden people started commenting, "Hey, that's just a reflection off the window you're pointing it at." And that Jason guy started jumping in. He was deleting people's comments, saying, you have to respect us because we're highly respected paranormal investigators and we're professionals and we know what we're doing. Keep in mind, he cut and edited this video and posted it to Facebook during the investigation without even looking at it or anything. He just saved the video and then posted it. Now, the guy that runs the damn business, he started emailing me after I emailed filing a complaint against this Jason dude. Well, this Jason dude started blocking everybody. He was deleting my comments. He was talking trash. He was being highly unprofessional. People post saying, "Hey, that's a reflection." You could see somebody was actually sitting there in a chair and they got up. This dude's like, no, that's not how that's not how it was. You're lying. And his whole defense saying that people are lying is because he's respectable. And that's just a bad way of doing it. See, this whole company, they've got two YouTube channels with 6 videos, and their videos are of EVPs that they claim happened. Well, I mean, it's hard to look at somebody. It's hard to look at somebody who's claiming their evidence is real, but they refuse to show anything other than that one frame or that one snippet. They've got pictures of supposed ghosts, but then when you scroll back through their feed of them and they're all standing around, they all have these armbands with a reflector on it, and then they're showing you a picture of the forest, and there's this big bright light in the distance, and it looks like when you take a picture of a reflective vest. Oh damn, man, we got heavy winds coming again. But you can see that it's the reflection off their little armband. And people point it out. And what do? They ban the person and delete their comments, like, right away. I mean, you got to look at paranormal research with this questioning eye. Like, is it real? Look deeper into it. You don't just post something and go, yeah, it's a ghost. Trust me, I know. I researched it. Well, what the fuck did you research? You did a 50-second video, and you cut out the part where the woman walked up after standing up from the chair, and you refused to admit that you lied when, oh, well, there was one person there other than me. Well, there was two people there besides me. One was sitting down, but she got up after the ghost. And I mean, if you can't keep your story straight, and your statement goes against what the owner of the company is saying in emails and on his own post, then it makes you look like a whole fraud. I mean, they pulled the video and said, well, we're going to look into this. We're going to actually try and debunk it now. You should have done that from the beginning, before you even posted it. You should debunk it, or at least attempt to. You don't just post a video and say, it's proof, trust me, we are professional. So, you posted it right after it happened. And then you demand that people give you respect because you're professional. No, you're childish. You're childish. If you have to delete comments questioning your sources or your investigation or your techniques, and you delete their comments and block them and then talk shit about them in your post, then you are not professional at all. Like, I went to them, you know, I commented saying, don't you think this is a reflection? I mean, you're pointing it right at an angle, like to the window, and then on the other, right next to you, like the window's right in front of them, and right over here, there's somebody sitting down in a chair, and then you talk to that person, and then they get up and they walk over to see what you're looking at through your camera. And at the time they get up, the object gets up and moves towards you. Yeah. And I don't trust them. They lost all respect from me. They lost respect from a lot of people. And hopefully they lose the respect of the rest of the paranormal, community, because posting stuff like that is bullshit. And for an organization that supposedly has been, I think they said they've been around since like 2010 or some shit like that. For a company that's been around for almost 10 years and only has like 5 videos up, and they only have like 10 subscribers, I mean, it's questionable, especially when they're constantly posting that they had to delete content from their page because there was a question to the validity. If you have to delete constantly because people are pointing out that it is not what you're claiming it to be, then you are not valid. Your posts are not valid. You've been proven time and time again to be posting false information and fake videos. And then you're saying that you're respectable. No, you're not. You're a liar. Your whole crew is a liar. And all you're doing is going out there and playing Ghostbuster. That's it. You blew all that money on equipment, and then you fake videos for likes. I mean, hell, one of my last videos, I think it was my rifle video, it has more views than their most popular video. And I'm gonna have to cut this off because we've got a huge dust storm coming. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell all that haze back there, but that's all sand.